and welcome to the third episode of Katawa Shoujo, which is a Japanese dating sim that I started for Valentine's Day. And when we left off, we'd just been introduced to the class rep, who is deaf, and her translator, who is annoying and pink-haired, and we finished an assignment. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower rings bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Yeah, it sure is. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realise that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. Sweetie, no, this ain't nothing like hospital food. Although maybe it's different in Japan. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune, who says ... and frowns. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask if there is something. I wonder. That would be rude. That would be really rude. Let's ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives me the kind of frowns that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. You know, I didn't think she would. There is! It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sigh back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. I bet they're talking about me. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Well, yeah. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Well, it's this girl. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. Oh no! She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning into stone from just our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. Bye-bye. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Toward the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Well, to be fair, you can sleep whenever you want in hospital. Well, yeah. Of course it is, because you've been in bed and your muscles have deteriorated. Before long, the final bell rings. School's finally over. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already, since there is already a lot of work for us to do. ... You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. I don't see which one that is. Maybe it's this one. It looks like it's part of the main building. Is this drawing or is this photo? I still can't tell. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, just like Like the Yamako Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping this will really only be a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door to the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. Sounded like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself in. The room is not large and smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. The desk is neat and tidy, but the bin is overflowing. What should his voice be like? Hello there! What can I do for you today? He is young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheek wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who's heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenial heart muscle deficiency, right? Yes. Good! Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. Ha ha ha. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not so sure of it myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers, I let my gaze wander. It's the epitome of generic. Beige walls and ceiling, and all the equipment you'd expect. Even the ridiculous educational posters. Eat properly. The nurse draws a thick file. So, you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Ha ha ha. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing. He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers, with a more serious expression. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise would do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe. There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, and I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. Goes over the papers one more time, and is content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. But then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish the key I was given from my pocket. And I'm guessing there's going to be another encounter with someone just about here. So I'm going to call the video now, just in preparation for that. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, leave suggestions for what you want me to play, etc, etc. And I will see you next time, you sexy bees.
Watch my video, thanks for that. Now hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. If you're indifferent, leave one anyway. Share me round to all your friends. Spread the love, you sexy beast. Join me next time for the next video that'll be released.